My name is Amy Perkins. I'm a teacher at Lakeshore High School in Stevensville, Michigan. I teach world history and U.S. history. And for 2019-2020, I had the privilege of participating in the MENA-SEA teacher program at the University of Michigan. This opportunity was a privilege to develop as a professional, to meet with distinguished professors and social activists, and to develop a friendship with other professionals in the state as we together explore the topics that are relevant to the Middle East, North Africa, and Southeast Asia. I've enjoyed this opportunity in particular because it's allowed me to go to the campus there and spend weekends talking with professors and activists and with my cohort as we delve into different topics that are very problematic and political. Topics like the Israeli-Palestinian crisis. It's difficult to navigate these things as a professional on your own. As you're reading the articles online and scholarship, it's hard to understand how to attack that and present that to your students. And for me, a population of 15 and 16-year-olds, it's important that they understand what's happening in the world. But as teachers, we don't always understand how best to present it to our students and empower them with the skills that they need to participate in a global conversation. So the MENA-SEA teacher program has connected me to other teachers and professors and activists that have helped us demystify these extraordinarily complex developments in our world, both historically and presently. And it's allowed us the skills to begin to break those things down for our students so they themselves feel comfortable being part of that conversation. In particular, I've enjoyed the opportunity to connect my students with global activists directly and actually, quite frankly, get out of the way and allow my students to engage them in a direct conversation as they attempt to better understand the world that they've inherited. In November of 2019, the Donya Human Rights Center at the University of Michigan and the MENA-SEA teacher program extended an invitation to my students and I to attend a guest lecture by Prince Zaid Rahad Al Hussein. He's the former High Commissioner on Human Rights. And of course, my students enthusiastically accept this opportunity to go to the campus and attend this lecture. You can imagine that they were thrilled when they arrived and got the red carpet treatment by Rima and the rest of the staff at the MENA-SEA teacher program. Front row seating, reserved seating to attend this incredible lecture. And then at the very end of this lecture, they were shocked and delighted that our guest lecturer came over to them and then spoke with them directly for several minutes, close to 15, 20 minutes about many of the problems facing our world today, giving them a distinct impression and understanding that they themselves should be the next leaders and they have a responsibility to take those positions of leadership in our world. That same treatment was then extended a few months later in February of 2020 as my students were invited to attend another lecture by Weiwei Nu. She's a Burmese activist and one of the leading advocates for human rights for the Rohingya population in Myanmar, drawing attention to the genocide currently occurring there. This was an opportunity for my students and I to ask questions directly of a global activist, an opportunity that left them with yet another reminder that they themselves should emerge as the new leaders and participate actively in the circumstances and the conversations happening today. Participation in the MENA-SEA teacher program in 2019-2020 has been unquestionably one of the most valuable experiences of my professional career in 18 years of teaching. I've traveled overseas many times, but this is absolutely the first opportunity that I've had where I can directly access professors and activists and engage them in meaningful, lengthy conversations to give me a better sense of what's happening in our world today and the extent to which those things are the result of historical developments. I hope this conversation continues in the years to come, and I remain indebted to Rima and the staff there in the MENA-SEA teacher program for a phenomenal experience for not only transforming my understanding of these regions, but that of my students as well. Thank you.